New whip, yeah. 20-inch shoes, yeah. What the move, yeah. Finna act a fool, yeah. New boot, yeah. Rapping Jimmy Choo, yeah. Finna zoom, yeah. Try sound like a zoo, yeah. I just and it red, yeah. New and it red, yeah. I don't stop at the light, it be red, yeah. That in my phone left on red, yeah. New chick with me, ay, all up on my Fendi, yeah. New snow bunny, yeah. She look like Cindy, yeah. I don't, but I'm 100 in the 60, yeah. Come and get me, we lit, yeah. Brand new charger and it's red, yeah. Yeah, got these mad in the red, yeah. New chick in some heels, bottoms red, yeah. I'm a till it's red, yeah. Yeah, keep that OG, yeah. You can on me, yeah. I got what you need, yeah. Extra bands on me, yeah. I can't be low key, yeah. Whip don't need no key. New whip, yeah. 20-inch shoes, yeah. What the move, yeah. Finna act a fool, yeah. New
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Knicks never looked better than they did earlier on, getting off the bus and getting ready for action. The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. And nothing.
Kevin, thanks.
Clearly. David, thank you. And now the New York Knicks starters. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. And it's Burks in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Seth Curry is out there with Irving, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And Griffin sends it back. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Something you love, Clark. We should see some terrific rebounding here in this one tonight.
Yeah, you know how I feel about glass eaters, Kevin. I love to see guys do work on the boards, and that's both boards. On the offensive end, pursuing the ball, getting extra possessions. Defensively, it's the last step to a good defensive possession.
Irving's shot is good.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
Here's Burks, and it's good for 2.
Alec Burks.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Irving kicks to Durant. And the net, another 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Robinson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Now, you can't sleep on the athleticism of Fournier. And this guy knows how to finish, and his dunks are done with style.
And the pass to Irving. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Irving's got 5 now.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Burks' shot is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Irving, good. He has 7.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Irving with the steal. Griffin passes to Drummond. The 3 from KD. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Barrett against KD. Poke loose. Back to Barrett.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not 1 second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Griffin dishes to Drummond. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Durant, the pass to Griffin. From deep. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And the basket is good.
You know, guys, Randall is simply a beast on the offensive boards.
Drummond is doubled. Griffin, no one around him. No good on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Burks against Irving. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's KD for three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Burks against Irving. Over Burks. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Irving's got 9 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, cannot agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 11.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
So it's Brooklyn now. They lead by 14. Outside Curry. Off target from outside.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Boy, that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
Burks with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively, and it's sent back by Drummond.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. They trail by 18. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Burks. Looking to end the run. Griffin with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Randall with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
New York, no good that time either. KD, that's for 2. Makes good on the step-back jumper. KD's got 8 points.
You know, the timing Durant has does a nice job. Really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime. Straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Walker against Irving. Robinson kicks to Walker. Outside Fournier. This one for 3.
Great physicality that time on the defensive end from Drummond, using his body to wall up.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after them.
Kick out to Walker, and Barrett now top of the key. Fournier gets a wide open look, and the 3 ball is good. Fournier's got 5 now.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
KD passes to Curry. Durant deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. They get it back, and Drummond is right there.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
And Walker kicks to Fournier. Back to Walker. Passes to Fournier. Barrett wide open. He fires. Here's Randall. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Walker. No good on that one. Great D that time from Durant. Floats one up, and Irving with the lay-in. Good. He's got 15.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
Walker's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 23. Irving dishes to Griffin. The 3 from KD. Griffin attacking. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. Tipped away. Griffin with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Griffin's got 8 points.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hooked on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers conference finals series.
And, Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner, a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
Shot clock at 5. Griffin, and he makes that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Fournier passes to Walker. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
And here's Walker outside. Good on the 3-point shot. 7 points in the game.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
KD, that's for 2. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Front-court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Irving is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Drummond in at the center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Barrett against Durant. Lays it up and banks it in. KD's got 16 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Nets foul. Kevin Durant. His first foul.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And finished off by Griffin.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And New York making a change here. Quickly is checked in. So it's the Knicks now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Really left alone that time. Barrett's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Quickly against Irving. And Irving comes to help. And Toppin throws it down.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Stolen by Rose. Randall right side. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And there's the call on Curry.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Irving. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Irving's got 19 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. He's got 21.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge. And he makes it look easy.
And he makes good on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving kicks to Griffin. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 18 points for Blake Griffin.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
And it's quickly missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. Barrett the pass to Toppin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Rose with the 3. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Irving, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Irving from Drummond.
And here are the Knicks now. Quickly with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's Drummond. Randall grabs the board. New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. He gets that one.
Boy, you look at Rose, and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy's constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Curry passes to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Drummond's gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here, isn't he? Here's Barrett. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
I'll tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Rose kicks to quickly. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Here is Rose. Pass to Noel. Back to Rose. Some nice passing by New York here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move.
For New York.
He can do it off the drive, in the post.
Shooting 2.
Now going either direction.
The Knicks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
With a floater, some solid defense from Rose. The Knicks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. New York, no good that time either. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Second chance shot. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Irving finishes inside.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And it's quickly missing.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
The kick out to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Got a piece of it. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Noel. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Irving's got 33 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
To halt the run, Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 8.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
The wide open look for Durant. And the 3 off target. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Burks, he's checked in for Barrett. Fournier comes in for Quickly. And Walker subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Fournier. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 9 points in the game so far.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball. And that makes him hard to guard.
Here's Durant. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Durant has got 10 points in the quarter.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Drummond. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Randall finds Walker. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Fournier. Offline from the high post. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Brooklyn.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we try to...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 35 points, 3 steals, and 7.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Fournier out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Randall, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
Here's Curry. Robinson with the block. Burks against KD. Here's Randall. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Outside Irving. Outside Curry. KD on the wing. No good on the 3.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And Randall throws it down.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Drummond in the post. Robinson on him.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Irving against Burks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his 3rd personal.
The Knicks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he can't get the first one.
Alec Burks, 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up toward Brooklyn. And that one drops. And that's now 20 points for Blake Griffin.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Burks the pass to Robinson, and he lays it straight in.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Durant for 3, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Took him no time at all on that one. Fournier's got 11 points.
And the quick release of Fournier, man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
No problems knocking that one down.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Griffin with it. And Burks picks him up defensively. They double-team Griffin. Nobody near Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Robinson against Drummond. Burks for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Griffin scores. The assist by Irving. Griffin's got 22 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And New York making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Burks the pass to Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Kicks it to Burks. Pass to Fournier. And the Knicks miss again. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career. He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
The energy Barrett plays what puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
KD against Fournier. Right side Robinson. To the inside. That shot, no good. Nice defense from KD. Irving with it. Defended now by Fournier. Offensive rebound. Drummond finds Durant. It's good from long range. Durant's got 30 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively
from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Gibson comes in for Mitchell Robinson, and it's Rose in for Evan Fournier. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. Stolen by Durant. Takes a 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Barrett. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's Barrett penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got 15 points.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
On its way from Irving for 2. A terrific shot on the turnaround.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Burks trying to get open as Gibson. Burks' shot is good. He's got 8.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Irving finds Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Toppin. 5 points in the game. Misses the 3. Here's Griffin. Knicks with the rebound. Barrett for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Barrett's got 11 in the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Drummond off the inbound.
Dependable at protecting the rim. He's a rim protector. Like how Gibson concentrates on contesting without fouling.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Ball.
Burks against Drummond. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Barrett with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Toppin passes to Burks. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't connect from short range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And that one, good.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
It's good.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The pass to Curry. The dish to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Rose penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best, an attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Drives to the hoop, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. KD's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett, and it's sent back by Drummond. Gibson passes to Rose. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Rose has got 12.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Irving dishes to KD. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The free throw drops for Rose.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
And here is KD. He's got 44, and the shot is good. And that's 20 points for Drummond.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, front court spots filled by Durant and Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Curry, and it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Team foul.
On defense, Brooklyn. Noel finds Gibson. Now Walker. He's covered by Irving. Clock at 6. Walker the pass to Reddish.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his length, it makes it impossible to get around him when he's defending.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Down low. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
You've got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is flashing with force.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Gibson, and it's sent back by Drummond. A deep three from Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Not just range, but confidence, too. Irving can capitalize from way downtown.
Here's Reddish. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
Team second.
That free throw good from Reddish.
The Knicks. Cam Reddish. 2 shots.
Good on both. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Curry. Shoots from the line. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
His 4th personal, 3rd team foul. Shooting.
That free throw, no good.
Emmanuel quickly shooting 2.
And he's good on the second. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Walker against Irving. Here's Griffin, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Here's Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 10 points in just the second half.
Everything the big man does is working right now. It's Andre Drummond's night. Keep that ball coming to him.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Griffin against Noel. On the wing, Irving. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Walker in the post, covered by Irving. And Noel throws it down. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Left side, Curry shoots the 3. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
Gibson up top. Outside, Walker. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th. 8 of 12. Durant for 3. Another bucket. Wow!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Walker. Knocks down the step-back J. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Gibson, his 1st foul, team 2nd.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way.
And so he makes both from the line. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. 11 feet away, a shot by Reddish, no good. The Nets shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Griffin's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. And a wide open look for Walker. Good on the triple. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Walker against Irving. Pass to Drummond. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Walker, there's another block.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. Drills the 3-pointer.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
There's Noel, and it's sent back by Drummond. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 55.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Outside, KD. From deep three-point range, the shot missing. And New York the other way now. To the middle, here's Gibson. He's off on that one. Good D by Drummond. Griffin kicks to Irving. Inside, outside for Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Over Reddish. That's another rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. Outside Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. Curry outside. That shot off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Irving, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Rose, he's checked in for Walker. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. To the paint, here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
I like the fact that Gibson did not settle for the layup there. He took it hard and threw it down.
That's tipped and stolen by Noel. With the drive, over to the wing. The feed to Gibson. Up and in on the layup.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And for the Nets, they're shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. And the Nets miss again. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Rose, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
That one falls. Rose has got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Durant for 3. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Rose kicks to Reddish. 3-pointer. Griffin grabs the board.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
They get the rebound, and that one's good. Drummond.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Walker's checked in.
Kemba Walker.
And so it's New York with it. Pass to Gibson. He kicks it to Reddish. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. A shot by Reddish, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Durant way outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
That's his 5th personal. Team's 5th foul. At the line for the Knicks, Kemba Walker. At the line with 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Hey, and that explosiveness of Walker is sometimes just mesmerizing. A quick-footed guard with a superb shooting stroke to match.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.